Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you all about mindfulness and how to live more mindfully to achieve inner happiness and joy. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that little subscribe button and join our family we have here, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up because it really helps me out. I can only deliver so much information in these videos, so if you want to stay up to date with me more and if you want to get heaps more information straight to your inbox, then don't forget to sign up to my email list. I'll have a link down below to that. So first of all, I wanted to talk about what exactly mindfulness is. So basically the way I like to define it is mindfulness is the practice of focusing one's attention on the present moment and being aware and accepting of your thoughts, feelings and emotions. So basically mindfulness is to just simply be. We spend so much of our time thinking about what's happened in the past and what's coming in the future, and our mind likes to tell us all of these like little stories that are going to happen, and we often, just the way our brains work, fall into those stories and start believing them. So the idea behind mindfulness is to stop believing those stories and stop them from letting you be in the present moment. So when you're living in that present moment, you don't get affected by those stories because you're not constantly worrying about what's already happened in the past and how you could have changed that to make it better. And then you're not also worrying about what's happening in the future and all the things that could go wrong. You are literally just living in the present moment, and that is what truly brings you joy because you are happy and living in that moment that you're currently in. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is a very, very hard thing to learn, and I am definitely only at the beginning of my mindfulness journey because our minds just aren't trained to think in that way. You've probably spent years and years and years constantly thinking about the past and the future, so it's not just gonna be like an instant change like that. You've got to work hard at it, and it's going to take a long time. But I promise you, once you get there, your life will be changed and you will actually truly be happy. If any of you guys follow me over on Instagram, then you would have known that I went to a yoga and meditation retreat when I was traveling through Southeast Asia. I went to one in Cambodia just out of Siem Reap. It was honestly amazing. It was one of the best things I've ever done. So I will leave a link to that down below if any of you guys are interested in going to that. It was also super inexpensive. It was like seriously so good. But this is where I really realized how important it is to be mindful and how much mindfulness can really change your life. Also, another little resource that really helped me understand mindfulness and understand how to incorporate it into your life is a book called Mindfulness Plain and Simple, and it's by an author named Ollie Doyle, I think it's pronounced. I will make sure I leave a link to that down below because I definitely recommend reading it if you want to start implementing more mindfulness in your life. It is explained in a really easy way to understand and using real life examples so that you can see how much mindfulness can actually change your life using those real life examples that would probably happen to you. So the first way to be more mindful in your everyday life is obviously meditation. That is the #1 exercise you can do. So ideally you would like to be practicing it every day, and I know that that's quite a hard thing to commit to. I mean, I definitely don't practice every day and I really wish I could, but I'm slowly working towards that habit of doing it every day. But the days that I do meditate, I can definitely see a difference. I am so much more calm and in the present moment of that day. I'm not worrying about anything. So even if you're only meditating for like 5 minutes a day, if that's all you can handle, if you've only just started your practice and that's as long as you can go for, then that's all you need to do. You don't have to be meditating for like hours and hours on end and things like that. It's just not necessary and also not very practical in everyday life. So definitely just start off with 5 minutes or something like that. And if you are new to meditating, you can always try guided meditations. I find those really, really helpful because without having proper training or things like that, it's often really hard to understand the concept of meditating, especially when you're trying to do it on your own. So an app I really love is called Headspace. They do offer, I think it's a 10-day free little trial thing. You can, I think it's 10 days or 7 days. Oh, I'm not really sure, sorry. That you can try, and then it does become a paid app if you want to go further than that. But I definitely recommend trying that out if you are really interested in it. Otherwise, there are heaps of other options that you can go for. You can even look up ones on YouTube. There's so many good ones on YouTube. I love a channel called Meditation Vacation. I think they have really good ones, and I especially love their sleep meditations. And a podcast I really love is called Meditation Minis by Shell Hamilton. Those are little like 5 to 10 minute meditations, and I find those really easy to just fit into your day, and they also have different focuses on depending if you're like stressed, you're worried, you're overwhelmed, all sort of different things like that. Depending on what you're feeling, you can choose a meditation from there, and those ones are really good. So those are just a few little ways you can start to incorporate meditating into your daily life. I know that it's a hard thing to keep up, but I think it's really important, and it's something that I really personally want to try and do daily. Another thing to bring more mindfulness into your life is mindful eating. It's really funny how in this day and age we sort of feel like we have to be doing something while we're eating. I mean, I feel like that all the time. I feel like I'm either scrolling through my phone on Instagram, catching up on the latest social media, or I feel like I have to watch an episode of Netflix or something like that, and then I'm eating my food completely not thinking about it at all, and then before I know it, I've literally finished my meal and I'm like, what did that even taste like? Was that even good? Did I even enjoy that? I have no idea, because my focus was not on my eating, it was on whatever else I was doing to occupy my mind. So mindful eating is another little practice you can incorporate into your day, where you don't do anything during that time but just eat. You think about the taste and the smell and the texture and just really be in that moment of eating. And it also helps to prevent overeating, because often if our focus isn't on eating, it's on whatever else we're doing at that time, we don't realize that we've eaten enough to be full, and you'll just eat whatever's on your plate and you're like, oh my god, I really shouldn't have eaten that much because now I am like so ridiculously full. Another one is to be grounded. I feel like when I first heard this, I was like, alright, that is a little too airy-fairy woo-woo for me. But when I learned more about it, I was like actually really interested in it. So when you're feeling more grounded, you are definitely more in the present moment, and you're not worrying about the past and the future or whatever else is going on. You are just there in that moment. So a little exercise to help you feel more grounded is if you stand on preferably like plain earth, that's not the right way to describe it, sort of natural, oh my god, I don't even know how to describe this, like natural ground, I think that's right. It's like grass or stones or rocks or things like that, so you are connected to the actual earth with your bare feet. And then all you have to do is take a few deep breaths in and focus on that present moment, and you need to imagine roots growing out of your feet deep down into the ground. And let me tell you, it really brings you back into that present moment and back into feeling completely grounded and happy with right where you are in that time and place. I did write a complete post on grounding over on my blog, so I'll make sure to leave a little link up here if you want to go and read that, where I explain it in a little bit more detail and explain how you can incorporate it into your everyday life. So that is everything I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and it helped you realize how you can be more mindful in your everyday life and how that can bring you more happiness in your life. So thank you guys for watching this video. I honestly love you all, and I can't wait to speak to you next time. Bye!